Welcome to this conversation about compassion and kindness, the need for compassion and kindness in our society today. I have been thinking lately about the need for compassion in our society and what has really pushed this need to the greatest height than we have ever seen before. First and foremost, the world has gone through so much. We have never seen, more especially people in my generation, we have never seen a situation where a pandemic happens and everyone has to be locked in their homes. No moving, no visiting friends, no work, no earning of an income from your own business. And so it's been a very, I will call it a situation that has turned around our lives to uncertainty. It was a season of uncertainty, and we all grew to be uncertain about the future that we were facing. What happened? Let me give you a brief background as to why you need to show acts of random kindness and compassion to the people around you. Now, before I go deep, I'll ask you to kindly subscribe to this video. I'll ask you to like, I will ask you to share and share your acts of kindness and compassion or what you feel can be done to make this world a better place in the comment section. And I will be very grateful once you do that. Now let's dig in deep. People are going through so much. We have had people who are depressed because they have lost their jobs. They have lost the support system that they had either at the places of work or in their businesses. Their businesses have really gone down that they cannot resurrect them again. We have also had people, spouses who are not couples, who are not so used to being with each other. Now, all of a sudden, boom, because of the lockdown, they are stuck with each other in the house. You know, they are getting to discover the bad side and the good side of each other. And so many things happened during that time. There was so much friction and people were fighting. And you know, as they fought, the children were also hurt. They were hurt by the fights that were going on between their parents. Now, that didn't stop there. We discovered, more especially in our country, Uganda, where so many school-going children who were locked up in their homes, they were sexually abused. Over 2,000 children were sexually abused by their own relatives. And so what happened after the lockdown was total chaos. Now, this chaos, must it go on like this unabated, unstopped? What is really going to happen to the people that we see on the streets who just go talking to themselves? They are not talking to anyone, but you see them burst out in talks and in arguments by themselves because these things are running in their mind. We have also seen people who have resorted to drinking alcohol, too much of it, that they have lost their senses. They have lost their sense of reason. They don't sleep very well. They're having hallucinations, and their life is really not doing fine. Now, so many other sicknesses that have come out as a result of depression have also been so many. Now, what can we do as individuals to make the life of our friends, of our communities, of our societies better? I will still say that acts of compassion will go a long way to make lives and societies and our nations better. What are the examples of acts of compassion that we can do? I know there are some people who didn't lose their jobs. Either they were civil servants, government workers. There are those whose businesses were actually thriving as a result of this lockdown. There are the businesses which were introduced, for instance, people who are making sanitizers, who are making masks, who are making supplements, who are making vaccines. Their medication didn't go down. Their businesses didn't go down because they were supportive, helping out in the situation of COVID. And so some businesses actually thrived. Now, if you're a part of this group whose businesses thrived, what are those things that we can do? Actually, not only business is thriving, but if you have life, what are the things that we can do to make other people's better? Number one, number one, say kind words. Say kind words. You do not know what people are going through. And so there are those who are walking and they are going to blow anytime. And a kind word, a greeting, a question, are you okay? I hope you're okay. Is there anything I can do for you to make a situation better? For instance, if you find someone struggling and seated by the roadside, you need to don't just walk away. Pass by that person and find out, are you okay? Uh, is there someone I can call that is your relative, that is your friend, that can come and find you here? Just do something. It is not always about money. It is about saying a kind word. That kind word is an act of compassion and kindness. We have met people who have been barren, people who have not had children. Instead of even, actually, if you don't have anything kind to say to them, don't say anything at all. I have met people who keep asking, when is this person getting pregnant? Are you pregnant as yet? This person is not God. They are probably waiting on God. And so the best thing that you can do is to say nothing. Just say nothing at all. If they are going through that situation and they have not received children, don't say anything. Just keep quiet, talk about anything. And you can probably say, if you ever need to talk, I am available to talk and to support you if you need that support. That's more kind than asking, are you pregnant? Now, we have met Christians who have failed out of salvation, or Muslims who have even gone out of the faith and they are doing so many other things that are not in the faith. Now, I've heard a saying that Christians is the biggest army that kill its own wounded. First and foremost, a person who is already has fallen out of salvation, is struggling to get back to their feet, is full of guilt and shame for the things that they have done. They don't need your judgment. Judgment is reserved for God. And so, for you to come up and judge them, you are not being a good Christian yourself. Because as a Christian, you're supposed to win so many people to the kingdom. As a Muslim, you're supposed to win so many people to God's kingdom. But if you join in hands in laughing after someone who has fallen, in celebrating the devil's win, then that is very sad. You meet someone who has fallen, they are struggling with sin, they are struggling with adultery, they are struggling with drunkenness, they are struggling with all sorts of things that they have engaged themselves in. Just be kind if you're a good religious person. Just be kind. Tell this person, if you ever need help, I am available. Or just say, I am praying for you. Or just say one thing, God loves you. But do not ever celebrate the devil's win over someone's life. Because if you celebrate, whose side are you on? Many Christians have run out of church. They have constantly fallen and gone away from salvation because we laugh at them. We don't accept them back. We don't even acknowledge that they have repented of their sins and God has accepted them. Who am I to reject someone who God has accepted? Who am I to keep judging someone who God has forgiven? Let's be more cautious about the things that we do which lack acts of compassion and kindness. Our duty as good Muslims, as good Christians, is to win back the people who have fallen to the fold. Let's talk about the refugees. Refugees are people who have run out of their country and they are struggling. Now, imagine going out of your country and all you have ever worked for, you have left it behind. And all you have is a small bag with a few dresses. What acts of kindness can we do? Have we ever thought of taking time as people to go and visit and find out their needs? Maybe their children need small dresses, that those ones that we don't use in the house. Maybe the ladies need pads, those that they really need, because that is something that doesn't even stop even when someone is a refugee. It continues coming. Their monthly periods continue coming. What are the things that we need to do that can support their well-being while they are suffering in these countries that they have run to? Let's learn to be kind to refugees, to the poor. If you can find an extra amount of money, please share with someone. If a child has dropped out of school because of school fees, please do the needful and share that money if you really have. If you can bargain for a sponsorship, please do. Let this person have a sponsorship, because some schools, some universities give scholarships, and it's a matter of letting this person know where the scholarships are. Some of us know where the scholarships are. A little kind of act of kindness is to introduce someone who really needs that scholarship. I personally can never take a scholarship that I feel another person can benefit from. I can only take it if I really, really, really need it and it is beyond what I can afford to pay. And so let's be kind. Life has not been kind to so many people. Giving that food, instead of pouring it in the dustbin, please share that food with someone. If you feel you have an extra pair of shoes, share with someone who doesn't have. If there is something that you can give as a gift for Christmas, for a birthday, to someone who really is not expecting, let's do those acts of kindness. Let's make this life better so that we can rejoice. Happy neighbors make us happy as well. A celebrated society will keep everyone thriving and enjoying, and we will all be happy. I mean, what a great win if you are part of someone's story, that you made them happy, you gave them hope, you resurrected life out of them when they were feeling like they are in a corner, when life had pushed them to the wall, that you were part of that story. Let's continue sharing uh, our resources with those that are in need. And let's also continue saying things of kindness, kind words, kind things, sharing life with everyone. And when our society is happy, we will see so many of these bad things happening to us because of angry people, because of depressed people. They will reduce, because everyone knows if one person is better, everyone else will be better. Thank you so much for watching up to the end. Please share, like, give a comment, and subscribe if it is your first time. God bless you. See you another time. Bye bye for now.